Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we are going to review BlazeRush VR, a game released on the Oculus Store March 25th, 2016 by developer Targum Games. It's available for the Oculus Rift. It normally retails for $20. I bought it on an Oculus Store sale for $5 back in 2017, and I did play this game a while back, but I decided that I would play this game in full now and test it out in 2021 on the Oculus Quest 2 using the Oculus Link cable. And I'm going to be upfront. BlazeRush is one of my favorite racing Mario Kart / Micro Machines type game. This game, even in 2021, is an absolute blast to play. Unfortunately, now in 2021, you're unlikely to find an online party to play multiplayer with. However, if you have a group of friends, I highly recommend it. This game is the most fun playing online against other people. I was able to do that back in 2017, 2018. Now in 2021, it seems to be pretty dead. However, the single player campaign is a lot of fun, and I was able to beat that in about 3 or 4 hours. There's about 52 different levels available. There's 18 different vehicles that you do unlock as you go along. There's also 4 different race modes. There's survival. In survival, basically you have this big truck behind you all, and the last place car gets eaten up by this truck. So the whole thing is just don't be last. There's also King of the Hill. King of the Hill mode just means, you gotta stay in first place the longest. And then there's the normal racing mode where you just have to finish first at the end of 3 laps. And finally you have the time lap race where usually you have some boost you have to use around the lap, and your objective is to beat the listed times available. And also, as you progress within the game, there's new weapons available that turn up the fun, new dangers to be aware of. And the tracks look really good. There's a nice variety to them. The amount of detail in this game is just surprising for a 2016 VR game. The explosions, the environments, it all looks really good. Beware though, you only have a top-down view of the action. There is no behind the wheel or cockpit view, first person view, and the camera does move by itself, but I never had any issues as far as keeping track of my vehicle or keeping track of the action, so I have no problem at all with the camera views in this game. Also important to know is that although touch controllers are supported, they're only used as a gamepad. I recommend using a gamepad. Personally, I thought the Xbox One controller was best due to the precise controls of the joystick of the Xbox versus the touch controllers. It just helps a lot in doing better in-game. BlazeRush VR is not running on the Unity engine or the Unreal Engine. I'm not sure what engine it's running on. It seems to be a custom in-house engine according to the developer website. I did not experience any serious issues or bugs during my playtime. However, I will say that if you have your controller connected, it may affect your motion controller, so beware of that. There are several settings available for this game. I did turn down the music, so you may not hear it on the video, but I did enjoy the music in this game. There's also some graphical settings. You can set super sampling all the way up like I did, as well as some anti-aliasing options. And I was getting a steady 90 frames per second on my RTX 3080. As far as my criticisms of this game, about the only one I can really think of is that now in 2021, like I said before, it seems that multiplayer is dead. So if you're buying this game for that reason, it's probably best to skip it. And about the only other critique I can think of is the AI. Now there is some rubber banding in this game, however it's done intentionally. So what happens in this game is if you're lagging behind, and this happens to the AI and to yourself as well, you get a bunch of turbo boosts behind you. You don't get those when you're leading the pack, you only get them when you're way behind, and you need those turbo boosts to get up right in the action. So this game is really geared towards most players being in the thick of the action, and that's why those boosts are given to those that are in the back of the pack. So that is a game design decision, and I can't say I disagree with it because it does work, especially if you can find buddies online to play with. About the only other negative I can think of is that the tracks could have been more imaginative, they could have been crazier, they could have been zanier, but look, the action is there, there's lots of explosions, there's lots of RNG involved, so beware of that, but also there's lots of skill involved. If you're very skilled, you can avoid a lot of the bad stuff that happens happens to those of us who maybe aren't the most skilled in avoiding all these dangers all around us while going around the laps at breakneck speeds. So I have to say, this is still one of my favorite VR games. Even though it's from 2016, it still stands up today in 2021 as far as gameplay. It just needs more players online to play with. That's really the only thing lacking. But the fun is here, even in single player campaign. I enjoyed going through the campaign. I enjoyed unlocking all the vehicles, and I enjoyed all the crazy, zany stuff that happens in this game. So if I have to rate BlazeRush VR, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10, even at the $20 price point. Like I said, you're very unlikely to find it on a sale again on the Oculus Rift store. I have not seen a sale on the Oculus Rift store, and I think that's an intentional decision by Facebook. So even for $20 though, I think you're getting a great deal. There's a nice single player campaign, and if you can find a friend to play this with, that would be even better. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. If you enjoyed my review, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of the video.